I feel really good. I, I enjoy coming here. It's always been a fun experience. I've always had good audiences and very responsive, respectful. They like to have fun. That's me. I like to hang out. Being on stage is like going to a party, or it's like someone coming to, the audience is my guest. The stage is my home. I welcome you into my home. Come on, let's hang out, let's play. Now, what's really unique about this band is that we're such a family. The personalities work so perfectly, and the playing is just so loose and fun. They're extremely talented. They know that I might decide to do something to spur the moment on stage. In the middle of a tune, I might want to change direction, and their ears are just ready to go with me wherever I go. We trust each other implicitly.
You talk about what the role of improvising based on songs or written music is compared to starting from zero.
Even when I'm working with words of some kind, in a way, for me, it's still starting at zero. They're just bouncing, they're points to bounce off of, to play with, they're sounds to manipulate. Even when I'm starting from zero, I still have a palette of some kind to work with, even if it's my own personal past, or the palette can be made up out of events that happened to me during the day. So I've always got some kind of material to work with. I have musical history that I rely on, musical styles that are there in my mind that I bring to the surface. Inspiration is always there, whether or not I pay attention to it or not. I never get stuck, I never walk off thinking that nothing worked. There's always a golden moment in every performance. There's always something that happens that's unique and interesting to me, But even if it doesn't happen, I walk away with the knowledge that at least I think I've changed a few hearts, because I think that my job description as a musician is elevation, mindful and spiritual elevation, joy. Those are the best compliments I receive. It's not about my technique. The technique is just there to help joy come out, to share my heart with people. I must confess that I am blissfully uninformed when I'm on the road. When I leave my house to go on a tour, I don't read a single newspaper. I don't turn on the news. I don't know what's going on, but there's just so much stuff going on. How do you process it? There's a lot of stuff to process. In the meantime, I think the number one priority of all of us should be to rescue our souls, to save our souls as best as we can, because that's where we live from. And the stuff that you put in there stays in there. So if you watch the news and there's some images that you might see, they stay in your mind. So I like to protect myself from things like that. So. My voice has changed a little bit. It's a little bit more effort to get to those high notes than it used to be. It's just a little bit more effort to do them. The number one thing that I do to take care of my voice is I try not to stress out about anything. That's about the worst thing a singer can do, is to worry about something. I don't really think about it all that much. I don't have any special rituals or superstitions or anything about, doing a certain ritual before I walk on stage. I do pray before I walk on stage, but that's the only thing. And very simple. Lord, help me to change some hearts tonight, something like that. That's about it. The thing about jazz, which is so wonderful, it's open, it embraces so many musical styles, and it's interpreted and reinterpreted by the musicians who play this music. That's why, even though I don't like to call myself a jazz musician, when someone says, well, what kind of music do you do? I have two answers, usually depending on the mood that I'm in. is either I'm a jazz singer or I'm a folk musician. Because the folk music really is where it's at. You know, you go into a different country and you're listening to the music of the folk of that country, you know. So there's folk music everywhere because people, just regular people, play their music. The regular folk play their music. So that's generally my most often given answer is I'm a folk musician.